following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Auburn played a big team last night and won tonight in the second round of the Players Era Championship. The 21st ranked Tigers get an even larger opponent. Good evening and War Eagle from the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn was tied at the half for the first time this season with Oregon. In the second half, though, the Tigers held the Ducks 7-footer Nate Biddle scoreless. DeHod Pettiford led the Tigers with a career-tying 24 points before fouling out. Keyshawn Hall returned from an injured ankle and responded with 16 points and 6 rebounds in an 11-point win over the previously unbeaten Ducks. Now, Michigan is 5-0 after a 40-point win against San Diego State last night. The Wolverines are ranked 7th in the country. Maize and Blue will go 6-9, 6-9, and 7-3 across the front line. UAB transfer Yaxel Lindenborg is averaging a team best 15 points a game. And Ade Mara is scoring 10.5 points with the team leading 9.8 rebounds per game. A year ago, Auburn met Michigan in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. The Tigers erased a double-digit lead to win and eventually advanced to the Final Four. Tonight, Auburn will need an upset to move into the third round of the Players Area Championship with an unbeaten record in Las Vegas. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. All to get you ready for Auburn basketball. CB&S Bank has a long history of stability. And just like Auburn University, we have a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
And we welcome you back to Las Vegas and Michelob Ultra Arena. It's second round action tonight for your Auburn Tigers as Auburn gets the Michigan Wolverines, undefeated on the season and ranked number 7 in the country. Brad Law will join us from our Auburn Sports Network studios. Keep us up to date on this very busy day of college basketball. Randall Dickey joins me here in Las Vegas. Let's talk about Auburn's win last night over Oregon. Tied at the half at 37. Auburn outscored the Ducks 47-36 last night, won it by 11. The final score was 84-73.
One of the great adjustments that the Tigers have made from first half to second half early in this season. They really shot the ball poorly in the first half. They really struggled offensively. They had good shots. They just weren't falling. What was so impressive is how they came back out in the second half. They shot 80% from the free throw line, and I think over about 57% from the field in the second half. Ended up shooting overall at 46% for the game. Big difference in whatever was said in that locker room from the first half, it came out in the second half, made a difference.
From 38% shooting from the field in the first half to 57% shooting in the second half. What did you see from a tactical standpoint for Auburn's offense in the second half, Randall?
I thought they changed defenses at the right time. That they just kept them off balance, kept Oregon off balance. And I think the speed and the quickness and the length of Auburn Tigers really gave the Oregon Ducks a lot of problems. Oregon's got a fantastic team. They're going to be an NCAA team. They've got one of the premier centers in the country. But one of the most impressive things that they did is they held Nate Biddle scoreless in the second half. Amazing defense, and it was a team effort. And that was impressive to see as well.
And it wasn't as though he didn't play. He played almost 33 minutes in last night's game. Auburn just put the clamps down on the 7-footer that is a 3-level score. Now, with that said, Auburn gets a much bigger team tonight in Michigan. 6'9", 6'9", 7-3 across the front line for the Wolverines.
So when they say the Michigan Wolverines are in the Big Ten, they have a Big Ten level size team. One of the things before leaving, again, last night's win over the Oregon Ducks, I don't know if we'll see another win offensively like that. We only had 2 players in double figures. DeHod Pettiford had his breakout game, was the old vintage Tahad. He managed the game tremendously. I thought Keyshawn Hall was terrific, especially coming off his injury.
Yes.
But one of the most impressive stats is, I think Philip Jovic was a third leading scorer at 9 points, 4 rebounds, but he only played 13 minutes because of foul trouble. The Tigers were really productive, and that's going into this game right here. We're going to have more guys get in double figures to beat the Michigan Wolverines.
It's a very big Michigan team. It will be among the biggest teams that Auburn faces all season long. But this team can run. This team will run tonight against the Auburn Tigers.
I think it's one of the most unusual things. When you see a team like that, you think they're going to be big, more methodical in the half court. But Michigan really likes to get the ball out, make a quick outlet pass. They race the ball down the floor pretty quickly. Their bigs can really run. They're excellent, what you would call straight runners down the floor from baseline to baseline. They get great position at the rim. And so, therefore, it opens up two things. It opens up drives for the guards. It opens up three-point shots for the guards because you're so conscious of that size around the basket, and you must defend that both ways. You've got to defend the three-point line for the quick threes in transition, but you've got to defend those big guys down low.
The starting 10, what we believe will be the starting 10, it's not been announced yet. But let's go with the starting 5 for Auburn last night, the starting 5 for Michigan last night. 9 of the 10 players are transfer portal guys. The only one that isn't, Tahad Pettiford, who you talked about with 24 points tying a career high last night.
I think you've got to give a great deal of credit to the coaching staff because that is so hard to do. We've seen so many teams across America now. They don't play very well together. The cohesiveness of the team is not quite molded yet across the country. The team last night really has improved, and that's one thing I said at the outset of this season is if Auburn will continue to improve going into conference play, they'll be ready for SEC play because that is hard. It takes time to gel. It takes time to create the cohesiveness and just the rhythm of understanding in certain positions, in certain situations in the game on how guys are going to react, especially when they're new.
We believe that Auburn's win last night against Oregon will assure that Auburn plays tomorrow in its third and final game here in Las Vegas. You wanted to stay out of that Thursday ball game. You didn't want to be playing on Thanksgiving Day. You want to be flying home on Thanksgiving Day, and I think Auburn has achieved that. Now, regardless of what happens in this game tonight for Auburn against this Michigan ball club, number 7 in the country, we don't know what time Auburn will play tomorrow. We don't know who Auburn will play tomorrow. And we may not know until about midnight here in Las Vegas.
Well, it's amazing. I know our fans will be confused to that because it's a 3-game format. We are confused as well because we don't know. The metrics are so much different. They go by, how much you win by, the metrics of how much you give up, percentage-wise. There's 5 or 6 different metrics that they're viewing on that, and the organization of the players era is going to match teams up.
Right.
Now, you could win tonight and still not play for the championship, and which is really unusual, but you're going to get an outstanding opponent. You've got an outstanding game going on as right now between the Tennessee Volunteers and the Houston Cougars. That's a great game. You've got Gonzaga that's undefeated. You got Maryland that's undefeated. You've got Michigan, Auburn that's undefeated. So who knows what will take place? And it couldn't even be any of those guys. It could be someone else.
As my father-in-law would say, the shadow knows.
I think you just got to pick up your basketball, tie your shoelaces tight, let the coaches tell you what time to play, and come ready to go.
Tonight's 60-second scout is brought to you by Sensagreen, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensagreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Here is Mike Burgomaster with the 60-second scout of Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan comes off a big win by 40 points last night against San Diego State. They're 5-0, a top 10 team in the country. They got the number 2 ranked defense, in the country right now, by Ken Pom, and they're really big. They're going to start 3 centers on the front line, 6'9", 6'9", 7'3". But interestingly enough, you'd think that would mean they play really slow. They don't. They're really fast in transition, playing with a top 30 tempo in the country. They do that because they block so many shots and force so many tough twos that they can just get out and run because they've got really quick guards that love to run the floor. For us, it's going to be about our offensive execution and taking great shots. So that, and then, on the defensive end of the floor, we've got to continue to have great ball pressure and not let them throw the ball inside. They really want to, they shoot 63% from two as a team, and we've got to do a great job of taking that away.
And that's our 60-second scout of Michigan. Brad Law is back after the break with the SEC report with the CB&S Bank. Countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best-performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee.
Yes.
Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest
Yes.
control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Hey, are we going with Murphy Hall or SWA Hall?
Murphy Hall.
Gotcha.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric, and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
The Auburn spirit. It's what drives champions on the field and in business. At the Harbert College of Business, that same passion shapes the next generation of leaders. With a personalized, hands-on approach, we prepare students for success, whether in the boardroom or big moments in life. Auburn pride, Auburn innovation. Harbert College of Business, inspiring business. Visit harbert.auburn.edu to learn more.
The Raymond J. Harbert College of Business presents the SEC Report. A look around the deepest, most challenging conference in college basketball. Accelerate your career with an online MBA from the Harbert College of Business. Learn why they're ranked among the nation's best at harbert.auburn.edu.
Auburn and Michigan coming up from Sin City. The Tigers, one of 3 SEC teams in Las Vegas. 17th ranked Tennessee playing now. We'll update that in just a moment. Alabama tries to even its record in Las Vegas at 11 p.m. Central tonight against UNLV. Now, the game in progress. We mentioned those Tennessee Volunteers. Vols trailed by 4 at the half, but they have come out and shut down Houston in the second half, limiting in fact, they held the Cougars without a point for a nearly 8-minute stretch in the midpoint of the second half. They're down to 30 seconds. It's a one-possession game. Both teams have started to heat up a bit. They've combined to hit their last in this game. Tennessee leads Houston 70-68. It is Tennessee's ball with 25 seconds to go. So Houston probably going to try to foul here, and Tennessee will need to make its free throws. It's 17 of 23 at the free throw line on the game. Houston is 8 of 11. We'll come back to Las Vegas in a moment and try to explain as best we can how the seeding and the potential schedules work out. Right now, let's kind of get to the rest of the SEC schedule, however, and there are 2 other league schools underway hosting tri-named opponents. Missouri leads South Carolina State in Columbia 19-1 through 5 minutes. And Texas A&M leads Mississippi Valley State early in College Station 16-4. They played 6 minutes in that matchup. All right, still to come, neutral side affairs. We mentioned Alabama against UNLV, the nightcap in Vegas. Both teams lost yesterday. Alabama by 10 to Gonzaga, running Rebels by 7 to Maryland. That's important because margin of victory or margin of defeat is important. in this event. In fact, besides record, it is the most important variable that determines when and against whom you play tomorrow or Thursday. Again, we'll come back. Further west, rounding out the SEC report, Ole Miss is in Palm Desert, California. Pair 5-0 teams go at it tonight as the Rebels square off against Iowa. Test of strengths in this one. Hawkeyes are shooting 40% behind the arc on the young season, while the Rebs are holding opponents under 30% from deep. That's an 8:30 Central tip for Ole Miss and Iowa. And then even further west, day 2 of the Maui Invitational. 3 of the 4 games yesterday decided by 5 points or less, including Texas's 1-point loss to Arizona State. Longhorns try to get up off the deck tonight against Chaminade at 9:30 Central Time. So Auburn tries to join Iowa State as 2-0 teams in the Tigers pod in the Players Era Festival. Here's how it works. You got 18 teams in this field, and they're split into 2 pods. 10 teams are in the MGM Grand Gardens Arena, 8 in the Michelob Ultra Arena, and that's where Auburn is. So Auburn is in the Michelob Ultra Arena pod with Michigan and with Oregon and Creighton and Baylor and St. John's and San Diego State. The team that finishes in first place in each pod, they play each other in the overall Players Era Championship game tomorrow. The team that finishes second in each pod, those teams play each other in the third place game. And again, the first and second place games, those are Wednesday. And the teams that are not there the rest of the way, that's when it gets a little more confusing. Michigan was a huge winner by 40, but they only count the first 20 points toward the margin of victory so as not to encourage running up the score. So Michigan's 40-point win counts for 20. Tennessee's 25-point win yesterday over Rutgers counts for 20 in that metric. And besides head-to-head record, the next most important metric that they look at is they look at record, they look at your head-to-head results, and then they look at the plus-minus tiebreaker. So how much do you win by? How much do you lose by? Not terribly difficult to figure out if Auburn wins tonight. A loss, though, and it's more challenging because they're going to be more 1-1 teams than 2-0 teams. For right now, though, for the next 2 hours, we focus on this game, Tigers and Wolverines in a top 25 battle. Andy Burcham visits with Stephen Pearl on the other side of this timeout. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Get ready, Auburn. The ultimate hunting and outdoor experience is coming soon with Winter Timber Outdoors. For those who know the difference, we've got you covered. From premium firearms and trusted ammo to the largest selection of knives and Sitka gear built for the extreme. Winter Timber Outdoors is your one-stop hunting shop. Plus, check out our lifestyle apparel and our On-Cloud running shoes. Find us at 2049 East University Drive across from the Auburn Mall next to Walmart's or online at wintertimberoutdoors.com.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Hey, this is DeMarcus Riddick, looking for a street legal golf cart. Diamond Golf Carts has the largest selections in the state, and the store is right off the Opelika Road, closer than you think, with the location in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville. Raising the bar since 2012, golf cart sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Carts is full service for all your golf carts need, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as Easy Go, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCart.com and drive different, drive Diamond.
From the thrill of the game to your own peaceful retreat, all in one game day. The Residences at Arbor Lake in the heart of Auburn combines comfort, connection, and calm. A short drive from the stadium and AU campus, the Residences at Arbor Lake is a 35-acre escape with stocked fishing lake and private balcony for each unit in the 55-plus apartment community, locally owned and operated. Discover your quiet place. The Residences at Arbor Lake. War Eagle.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Stephen Pearl. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Big win last night against a big team. You get an even bigger team here tonight.
I didn't think they got much bigger than this, but yeah, I mean, they run out a starting lineup that's got 3 centers on it. And so, you know, we had our struggles on the offensive glass last night, and that's something that could get exposed even more so tonight. So it's going to be a really important part of the game for us. Every time a shot goes up, that all 5 guys got to go hit a body so we can secure, you know, rebounds and get out in transition. So, you know, they present a lot of challenges, but we got to exploit some of their weaknesses due to how big they are.
Beyond the offensive glass last night, give me your evaluation of your ball club in the win against Oregon.
You know, I thought there's a lot of things that we can improve on. You know, I thought we were pretty sloppy in the first half offensively. You know, Tahad did a great job of carrying us and allowing us to stay tied at half. I thought in the second half, you know, we did a better job of executing our stuff. We did a better job of scoring the basketball. We did a better job of finishing through contact. Shot the ball at the free throw line really well, which I think ultimately allowed us to win the game. Didn't shoot the ball great from 3, and, you know, I have a ton of confidence in our guys. We missed a lot of open shots last night. We're going to have to make those shots tonight in order for us to win. You know, I thought later in the second half, our defense picked up when we started switching more. But when we started switching, we got stops, but we did not finish possessions with the defensive rebounds. So, you know, that's going to end up being a good win. You know, I thought Oregon was a team that we could beat, so that was one that we really needed to get, and obviously glad we did. But we're going to have our hands full tonight with a really good Michigan team.
With the foul trouble last night, as you mentioned in the postgame, you had some interesting lineups out there last night.
Yeah, no, I mean, we had, you know, Mech obviously came in and gave us some great minutes at the 5, you know, late. You know, obviously we had to, they rolled out like 4 forwards or a center and 3 really big power forwards and a point guard. So, you know, we had to have KO play some point guard because we needed to match their size and be able to switch more. And we just didn't think that it would be really, you know, it would be smart to put Caden in that situation. So had to play some tricky lineups, but that's why, you know, you got to rely on your bench. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that. And we had some major step up from Phillip and Sebastian and Mech and Caden off the bench. So all those guys really delivered when we needed them to.
Auburn's been in this spot before, but 3 games now in 3 days. I mean, it is a quick turnaround. You got to be organized just to get prepared for a game like this one tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you really got to rely on your staff. You know, you go from one game to the next. The one good thing about this tournament is you knew who you were playing next. So we had some time, or the team that had the scout. So Mike Burgermaster and his team already had the scout done and ready to go. So we knew going in, you know, but we were focused on Oregon all the way up until the game ended last night, and we started on Michigan obviously as soon as we got back to the hotel. So got to rely on your staff to have them, you know, have the game plan prepared and ready to go, and obviously present it to the team. And then obviously our guys got to do a great job of locking in, and, you know, thought we were pretty productive in our prep, but, you know, it's all about just playing by our rules and doing the things that we know how to do, controlling the controllables, and, you know, seeing if we can go capitalize on a great opportunity.
Faced Michigan in the Sweet 16 a year ago. We know that this Auburn team is very different. Is this Michigan team a different ball club today? Yeah,
I mean, they were unique last year because they had a 5-man that was playing the 4 that was basically a point guard in Danny Wolf. So they have more traditional size on this team with more, you know, traditional 5 men, not guys that were as skilled as their 5 men. But, you know, you got Yaxel Lindenborg, who's, you know, a big who's playing the 3. So it's different, you know, but they do have some returners off that team from last year. So they're a little bit of the same. They run a lot of the same actions. They really look to push the ball in transition. So they're really aggressive in that side of the ball. But yeah, I mean, it's a team that's got different personnel similar to us. So we got to do a good job of figuring out, you know, how to exploit their weaknesses, but then we got to do a great job of getting back in transition, building a wall, and then finishing possessions on the defensive end.
In spite of 6'9", 6'9", 7'3", this team will get out and runs and does it very efficiently.
Very, very much so. Last night, you know, Oregon's fast break was all off the dribble. So Shellstad took it and, like, ran it up the floor. These guys will get it and just throw it up the floor. And the pass moves way faster than the dribble. So for us to have an opportunity to win the game tonight, all 5 guys, we got to sprint below the ball, and we got to load to the ball, and we got to just have a different sense of urgency in transition. You know, we got to limit our live ball turnovers because last night they had 28 or 30 points off of turnovers, okay? And that's where they can just kill you, and that's why they end up winning by 40 is because San Diego State just continuously turned the ball over. So we got to limit our turnovers, and then when we do miss a shot, we got to sprint back, build a wall, and do a great job of getting matched up in transition.
in spite of how well Michigan runs, you can run on this team as well, though, correct?
Yeah, if they're going to send that many bodies to the offensive glass, with how big they are, if we can possess the ball and get the ball out, we can attack them in transition. They struggle to get matched up in defensive transition. So, but we got to do a better job of sharing the ball in transition. We've done way more about me and not as much about we in transition. So our guys got to do a better job of sharing it, facilitating it, and getting off of it because they have really good shot blockers. And if we just go in there, play off 1 foot, they're going to do a great job of blocking shots, and then they get in transition. So we got to be unselfish in transition tonight.
All the best tonight, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
We're getting you ready for the other ranked versus ranked matchup at the Players Era Championship in Las Vegas. Tennessee just took down Houston 76-73. Really entertaining battle between the Volunteers and the Cougars. And now we're getting ready for the Tigers and the Wolverines. We go back to Vegas now and visit with Coach Randall Dickey. Before we get your keys, Coach, pregame medical report presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena in every Auburn Athletics home event. Keyshawn Hall, I mean, not only was he back, he was all the way back. 36 minutes, 6 rebounds, 16 points. I mean, he was all the way back for the Tigers last night.
Well, he hit a big key three-point shot late in the game. It just really was a dagger for the Oregon Ducks. Never did recover after that shot, even though we had a couple of things, other things happened. Sebastian Williams-Adams hit 2 of his biggest free throws in his young career up to this point. Really has struggled from the free throw line, but stepped up there last night with great confidence, made 2, and really gave the Tigers a big punch going forward to win that game. But tonight is going to be interesting. It's going to be great size. I think it's going to be an up-and-down game. I think the Tigers have got to shoot well. The biggest key that I've got is we've got to limit the Michigan Wolverines' second opportunities. Defensive rebounding is crucial because they are so big and they fly to the offensive glass. They'll send as many as 4 guys to the offensive glass, so second opportunities is my number 1. Defense has got to be tough. They're going to screen you on the perimeter with that great size. They're going to come out, try to knock you off their shooters and let shooters drive to the basket, open up, for drives, penetrating, pitching, different things like that in the game. So got to be tough. We got to fight through. You're going to get screened. It's going to be a physical matchup on both ends of the court. And I think the Tigers got to continue. We were so impressive last night how we managed the game, orchestrating. Todd Pettifer was absolutely a point guard dream in any coach's eyes last night. He He took it when he had to. He held up when he should. He made great decisions in when to and when not to last night. Game management was certainly big. Time, scoring, momentum is always important in any basketball game, knowing how much time you've got on the clock, shot clock, what the score is, and who's got the momentum. This is going to be a game of runs. It's going to be fun to watch.
To some numbers to back up what you're talking about in terms of Michigan and second chance points last night in a game that was a runaway. I mean, it was a complete runaway. They had 15 offensive rebounds. They had 22 second chance points. They had 14 layups and 2 dunks. So 32 of their points came off layups or dunks. You get that when you have size and offensive rebounds around the basket. So you're absolutely right when you talk about how important that is. Is this a game, Randall, where the offense sets the tempo or where Auburn's defense sets the tone?
Well, I think offense always sets your tempo, because if you're scoring at a pretty good clip or at a high percentage, it gives you a lot of confidence. Sometimes you have a little bit more pep in your step. There's going to be times tonight the Tigers are going to do that. There's also going to be some times, hopefully it's short periods, that maybe you hit a little bit of a stalemate, you don't score as well. You've got to rely on your persistence on the defensive end to continue to fight, continue to take care of. You've got to let the play that just happened go and get to the next play where that you can stay at the magic level on the defensive end for sure.
I want to phrase this question in a really intentional way. I'm not trying to paint officiating in a negative light, but there have been a lot of remarks about how differently games in Las Vegas, not just Auburn, Oregon, but multiple games, multiple teams talking about officiating differently. Now that you've had a game out there, can you adjust to the way the game is being called better?
I don't think you can try to make that a precedent going into a game that you're going to adjust how they officiate. You've got to stay with your game plan. I think the biggest thing is the speed, the athleticism of today's players is so fast. Sometimes even the 3 officials have a hard time keeping up, and everything is subjective now. When you view that, and you'll have officials that comes out of different leagues, they don't see this type of athleticism like last night. The length, the quickness of the Auburn Tigers was certainly prevailed over the Oregon Ducks.
All right, Coach, look forward to your call of the game here with Andy in just a few minutes. Appreciate it very much. Coach Dickey's Keys to the Game, presented by Sun South. Sun South John Deere, the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Again, that was not a quality statement, just a statement about how to adjust and play the game on the floor, play the game, play the opponent. It's Auburn and Michigan, 21st-ranked Tigers, 7th-ranked Wolverines. Lights are out in Las Vegas. They're getting set for the national anthem and starting lineups there. We will give you the national anthem on the other side of this final pregame timeout, and then it's time to play basketball at the Players Era Festival in Las Vegas. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Nugget bells, nuggets all the way.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing them when we cut down the Christmas tree.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Share the nuggets, share the joy. Order the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
War Eagle Plus is the premier subscription experience for Auburn fans. It's inside access and unmatched experiences with the teams and student athletes you love. Subscriptions are available at 6 pricing levels, each unlocking access to deeper experiences and providing greater impact for Auburn student athletes. Members receive discounted concessions at all home athletic events, VIP experiences, team store credit, priority entry to select athletic events, monthly giveaways, plus access to the War Eagle Plus content network. Heisman level members or above will also now receive 1 Tigers Unlimited Foundation priority point for every $1 contributed through their War Eagle Plus subscription. Explore the site and join today. auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues, recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally. and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University Athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting five.
Pettiford, top of the circle. He'll put up a three to tie it. It's good! It's a high between the circles. Screen from Jovic to the left wing for three. Good.
Anytime you set a screen for Tahad Pettiford, he comes on open. You better look out. He can shoot it.
Jersey, Hudson Catholic High School.
Murphy ahead for Overton. Drives into the lane. To the basket. Good.
Beautifully done. Nice steal by Murphy. Made the outlet pass to Overton, and Overton took it coast to coast all the way.
At the top of the circle to Overton. Had the three, didn't take it. Shot clock at 16. Spins down the lane. Overton. Fade away. 8-footer. Good.
Beautiful little step back.
Kevin Overton, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman North High School.
Freeman. Elijah. Good step to the hole and jams it with two hands.
On a beautifully one dribble from way behind the three-point line. Used the Euro step and then slammed it home.
Wait for Freeman. Goes baseline to the basket. Shoots and missed it. Got it back and put it in.
Extra effort play.
Elijah Freeman, West Palm Beach, Florida, Wellington High School.
Shot is up and it rolls around the rim about 5 times, and Keyshawn Murphy.
What an effort. What an effort.
It's a screen for Murphy. Gets to Murphy to the hole. Good. Perfect to Murphy at the top. He'll pop a wide open three. Good.
I think you're seeing the experience of Keyshawn Murphy come out in his late stages of the game.
Keyshawn Murphy, Birmingham, Alabama, Ramsey High School.
Gets it underneath. Hall up with a left hand. Score. Left side Hall. Free ball Hall. Good. Right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Working outside the lane. Now into the lane. Bumps his man. Gets it back up. And in with a foul.
Nice one-on-one move by Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn Big R Hall, Cleveland, Ohio, James Ford Road.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's a two-guard lineup for Michigan tonight. Elliott Cadeau at the point, 6'1" junior from West Orange, New Jersey. Namari Burnett, 6'5" grad student out of Chicago. Then Morenz Johnson, Yaxel Lindenborg, and Ade Mara going 6'9", 6'9", 7'3" across the front line. And Auburn wins the tap, and we're underway. Auburn and Michigan.
Auburn had 2 efforts on that tip right off the play. That's a good sign.
Murph at the right wing hands the ball to Pettiford. Up from 18. It's no good, but he was fouled. Namari Burnett knocked him down, and Pettiford, who scored 24 points for Auburn last night, will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple for Auburn tonight. The Tigers were terrific from the free throw line last night against Oregon.
Got to be again tonight, but they run that little play anytime that they bring Tahad Pettiford off of either a dribble handoff or a ball screen when he sees daylight.
Free throw is good by Pettiford. The Tigers break on top, 1-0 Auburn.
He is so good. He was under control that time, was in rhythm, and the guy fouled him here. He'd have made that shot.
Second free throw gives Auburn a 2-0 lead.
Gives the Tigers a chance to extend their full court press. They're going to really hound the guys, trying to make it tough on them to catch the ball in against the press.
Cadeau ahead for Lindenborg across midcourt. He transferred to Michigan from UAB. Outstanding scorer for the Michigan Wolverines. Bounce pass at the top. It is Mara. Underneath, ball knocked away. There's a steal for Auburn. Overton the other way.
Quickness of the Auburn Tigers has shown up twice already in this short game.
Overton straight away. Picked up by Johnson. Off the right wing, gets a screen. Inside the arc, lobs it up there, didn't get it. And the rebound pulled in by Lindenborg for the Michigan Wolverines. 2-0 Auburn on top. 19-10 in the first. Low post, it's Mara against Murph. Turn around with the left hand. He didn't get it, but Murph got him.
Back-to-back possessions, the Wolverines try to go down on the blocks, try to utilizing their size. The first time they turned it over, that time we ended up fouling.
Not a bad idea to put this guy at the line. He's only 42% from the charity stripe this season, but you don't want to see that early foul on Keyshawn Murphy.
That's for sure.
First free throw is good. Mara from Zaragoza, Spain.
Mara's so big. He's 7'3", and he's a legitimate 7'3". You can't hardly front him unless you're a guard.
Minutes to go in the first half of play. Pettiford greeted by Cadeau at midcourt, lost the handle, got it back. Drives off to the right wing, crossover dribble to the free throw line, lobs it up there, missed it, rebound underneath for Freeman, and he was fouled on the offensive rebound.
Tahad tried his little floating yogi utilizing his right hand, even though his left hand is his strong one, was a little bit short, may have got bumped on that, but Elijah Freeman was right there to clean up the offensive rebound.
Foul against Johnson, his first, second against Michigan. In the corner left side, it is Freeman, and he was out of bounds as he caught the ball in the left corner.
You can just tell the size and the strength that time just kind of pushed him a little, one step too far, and ended up stepping on the line.
Cadeau across midcourt for Michigan. Tigers lead 2-1. At the top, it's Mara. Off the left side for Lindenborg. Picked up by Freeman. Lindenborg at 6'9", drives into the lane. Jump step, drug his pivot foot, shoots and scores.
They really try to do a good job. Michigan really tries to get deep, get the ball into the paint, utilizing their size, just try to get up over the top of you. That time he did.
3-2. Michigan leads at 18-18 in the first half of play. Murphy straight away. Mara gives him the three instead to Pettiford. Left wing, it goes for Freeman. Got a screen down to the baseline. Left side of the lane. Kicks it on the left wing for Hall. Step back three ball. Keyshawn didn't get it. Rebound run down by Overton. To Pettiford down the lane. Left hand, a shot, it's up, it's missed. Rebound out of there to Auburn again. Pettiford left wing, head fake at three. At the top, it's Overton. Right wing three by Freeman. Banked it up, it didn't go. And the rebound to Johnson.
Tigers are getting multiple opportunities. That's a good sign. We've got to cash in on those.
Burnett left corner three for Michigan, knocked it home. They got the ball up the floor in a hurry. And Michigan leads Auburn 6-2.
They really sprint hard, deep in the corner and flatten out your defense. It opens up driving lanes. That time it opened up a three-point shot.
17 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Auburn trails by 4. 6-0 run right now by Michigan. Auburn's gone over a minute and a half without scoring. Murphy, left wing, Overton. KO gets a screen. Free throw line. Down the lane. Goes up, shoots over Mara, picked up the foul.
He was really strong that time. If you're going to go to the basket today, you're going to be challenged by a lot of length and size at the rim. You've got to be strong with it, initiate the contact, and draw the foul like Kevin did then.
Mara whistled for the foul, his first, the third for Michigan. The officials tonight, Keith Kimball, Don Daly, and Brett Smith. And Kevin Overton goes to the free throw line for a couple for Auburn, shooting 75%. As a team, Auburn 72% this season. First free throw is no good.
Just
off the front of the iron. Yep. Murphy out and Jovic in for Auburn. So Auburn gets a little bit, well, just gets smaller as Murph gets a rest and Jovic is in. Good night last night for Phillip in that win against Oregon.
It's going to be interesting to see. Phillip really has live legs, can move his feet quickly on the defensive end.
And Overton missed both free throws. That's not a good start. 6-2 Michigan with the lead, 17-10, first half of play. Cadeau across midcourt for the Wolverines. Lindenborg off the left side to Mara Burnett. Picked up there. At the top, it's Mara outside the arc. Mara back to the center for Cadeau to Mara down the lane. He walked, got away with it. Shot is up and it's good and a foul. Johnson put it home. Mara walked big in the lane and didn't get called for it. And now a chance for a three-point play for Michigan.
Not getting that call on the walk caused a double whammy. Number one, the foul. Number two, he stored the basket, and he's got an opportunity for a three-point line. The Tigers got to do a little bit better job keeping the ball out of the paint. They're getting it awful deep, Andy, early in this game.
Johnson, 87% from the line. A sophomore from Riverdale, Illinois. Free throw is in the air, and it's good. And it's now a 9-0 run by Michigan. I think it's an 11-0 run right now by Michigan. 16:53 to go. First half of play. 9-0 run by the Wolverines. Auburn trails 9-2. Overton out on the left wing. Bounce pass. Hall. Hall head fake against Lindenborg. Inside the arc, drives into the lane with the right hand, goes up, wild shot, didn't get it. Rebound Michigan. And a whistle and a foul against Auburn trying to get the rebound.
Just the size, the sure size going to the basket. You cannot shoot the ball below the rim at the basket. You've got to get above that rim. And if you don't have your balance, it's better off to penetrate in there and kick it out for an open three. We need to start doing that. We're getting the ball there. We just can't get it over the top of those long arms.
Sebastian Williams-Adams into the lineup for Auburn. The foul, by the way, was against Overton. 9-2 Michigan. 16:33 first half of play. Right wing three ball, Lindenborg didn't get it. Rebound, Jovic pulls it out of the sky for the Tigers. Auburn the other way, trying to stop a 9-0 run. Hall to the basket. No. To the right wing. Three ball, Overton. No. Rebound, Cadeau. Ball loose. And they've got to run out, and the shot is up, and it's good by Burnett. Dunk.
We got exactly what we needed to do. We dribbled into the paint. We kicked it out for an open three. KO missed that, and it ended up carrying them off long, opened up a wide open layup for the Wolverines.
11-0 run by Michigan. Right wing three, Pettiford didn't get it, but got fouled on the three by Cadeau, and it'll be a three-point free throws coming up for Tahad Pettiford. Not a good start for Auburn. 15:51 to go in the first half, and Michigan leads Auburn 11-2. Your team is your most valuable asset, so ensure that they're protected with the best workers' compensation insurance available. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? It's being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Basketball is brought to you by Alabama Power. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
15:51 to go in the first half. It has not been a good start for the Tigers. Auburn trails 11-2 against Michigan. Michigan is 4 of 5 from the field. Auburn is looking for its first field goal made tonight. Got 2 free throws from Tahad Pettiford to open the ball game. And Auburn hasn't scored since, although Tahad will go to the line to shoot 3 coming out of the media timeout.
Yeah, it's a bit on 7 from field goals, 0 for 3 from the three-point line. Getting to the free throw line, we need to make those. I think the adjustment is continue to penetrate into the paint and try to draw the defense, suck the defense in from the Wolverines, and then kick it out for open shots. We've only done that once. We ended up missing, but that's a good game plan in this segment going down the stretch here with 15:51 left.
3 free throws from Tahad to Pettiford. For Auburn, Pettiford, Kevin Overton, Hall, Sebastian Williams-Adams, and Philip Jovic for the Tigers. Second free throw by Tahad, short. 11-3 Michigan with 15:51 to go in the first half of play. Try to cut the lead to 7, and he does. 11-4 Wolverines, Auburn presses.
Try to get something out of this press. Make it a little bit harder for Michigan to get that ball up the quickly.
Lindenborg on the inbound, sprints forward, gets the ball to Cadeau between the circles. He's picked up by Sebastian Williams-Adams. About a length and a half away from him, got a screen, gets the ball down the lane, Johnson to the hole, yes, and a foul in the play.
Just a simple two-man play at the top of the key, about a step or two out by the three-point line. Just a ball screen, dribble penetration, a give and go to the basket, and the Tigers end up fouling. Nobody rotated over defensively to pick up the roller. They kind of got a little confused on that ball screen defense that time.
Cadeau is out at the point. L.J. Kaysen is in, sophomore out of Lakeland, Florida, to run the point as Merez Johnson Jr. looks for the three-point play. And he missed it. Get the rebound. Underneath, Johnson again dunks it. 4-point trip down the floor for Michigan.
They're just kind of muscling the Tigers out of the way that time. They just physically went after the basketball, got it, and stuck it back in the basket.
15-4 lead for Houston. Bounce pass deflected to Tahad Pettiford. Auburn still looking for its first field goal of the night. Pettiford between the rings, top of the circle, off the left side, picks it up, right wing Overton. He'll pop a long three there. It's no good. And the rebound pulled in by Roddy Gale Jr. Ahead, Lindenborg to the hole, put it up, and a whistle and a foul. And right now, Michigan is just outplaying Auburn at both ends of the floor, I'm afraid to say.
As soon as the ball changes possessions, when Michigan gets it in their hands, they are flying down the floor. But one thing that they're doing that most teams don't do, they advance the basketball on the pass, and that time they threw it the length of the floor right at the basket, and the guy caught it.
Pettiford whistled for the foul. The free throw is missed by Yaxel Lindenborg, two-time the AAC Defensive Player of the Year, preseason All-American. Overton and Jovic come out as Murphy's back into the lineup along with Elijah Freeman. They join Sebastian Williams-Adams, Tahad Pettiford, and Keyshawn Hall on the floor. It's a 15-4 lead right now for Michigan. Lindenborg makes the second free throw. He will come out now, and they bring Will Cheddar into the ballgame, a 6'3" grad student out of Stewartville, Minnesota, and at 6'8", a terrific three-point shooter for Michigan, leading Auburn by 12, 14-59 in the first half of play. Bounce pass, Murphy straight away. Hands the ball to Pettiford. A three at the top, it's good.
Great call play from the bench that time. Just to kind of give and go. He faked like he was going to go to the basket, and Tahad circled right behind the ball and shot it right over the screener.
Pettiford has all 7 of Auburn's points. The Tigers trail by 9. 14-34, first half. Free throw line. Out the left side, Cheddar. Nice pass underneath, shot is up, it's missed, may have been blocked, rebounded by Murphy. Here is Freeman the other way, down 9 Auburn ball. Low post, sway, right wing Freeman steps inside the arc. Murphy given the three. He takes the three, and he made it.
Nice job. The Tigers look a little bit better. Looks like they got in hinge, got on top. They're not ankle deep in the floor anymore. They're moving quickly. They move the ball fast around and got an open three.
A pair of threes by Auburn cuts the lead to 6. 14 minutes to go in the first half. Michigan ball. Left wing Gale. Nice pass. Cheddar underneath, and he drew a foul.
Ball screen defense by the Tigers is not as efficient as it needs to be. Whether we're trapping the basketball, whether we're hard hedging, or whether we're switching, needs to be cleaned up because we're opening up a space on that ball screen for the pass to be made to the roller. And the 3 or 4 times they've made that pass clean, getting it right to the basket.
Cheddar is a good free throw shooter at 86%. He was fouled by Sebastian Williams-Adams. First free throw is good.
Tigers need to really be strong here on a box out and push their man, keep them from getting the rebound if they miss.
Cheddar makes both. 18-10, Michigan, 13:54 in the first half of play. Auburn basketball. Pettiford across midcourt to the left hash mark. Picks up the dribble, gets the ball to Freeman, turns the corner, brings it to the top of the key. Another screen down the left side of the lane, and the ball is stripped away by Lindenborg.
Just went one dribble too far.
Kaysen the other way. Kicks it into the corner. Lindenborg for 3. Good.
That young man can really shoot it. You know, he played at UAB, transferred to Michigan. and he's about 6'9", really strong, wide-shouldered. He looks like a big center, but he can shoot it from the outside.
Michigan 4 of its last 5, leads by 11. In the left corner, Freeman from Pettiford. Drives to the basket, goes up. Didn't get it, got bumped, missed the shot, and the rebound pulled in by Mara. Michigan with an 11-point lead. Kaysen, top of the key. Off the right wing now, a pass for Gale. Gale back to Kaysen, left side, back to Gale, right side. Outside the arc, pops a 3. No good. And the rebound pulled in by Freeman for Auburn.
That's a good physical box out that time. Even had Tahad Pettiford down there sealing the...
Pettiford lost it. And the steal by Shetter. Gets it up the floor for Gale. Drives to the hole, he missed it. And the rebound, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Auburn the other way, Hall. Ball knocked out of his hand from behind. Turnovers becoming a factor for Auburn, that's the 3rd. Left wing 3 for Gale, didn't get it. Rebound, Michigan. Underneath, Gale. Puts it up, he missed the layup. Auburn caught a break, Tigers the other way.
Tigers really forcing it right there.
Down 11, Auburn ball. Pettiford at the left wing. Tahad with 7 of Auburn's 10 points in this first half of play. Tahad, bounce pass, Murphy out at the top. Back to Tahad with 10 to shoot. Working on Kaysen. Pettiford with 5 to shoot, gets a screen. Ball kicked by Mara, and Auburn will get the ball out of bounds after a timeout. Today's first half presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Michigan leads Auburn 21-10 with 11:56 to go in the first half. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Plus is the premier subscription experience for Auburn fans. Memberships start at just $14.99 per month. Members receive discounted concessions at all home athletic events, VIP experiences, team store credit, priority entry to select athletic events, monthly giveaways, plus access to the War Eagle Plus content network, featuring brand new video content, including original, never-before-seen, behind-the-scenes access, off-the-field storytelling, special series like Earn the Stripe, Auburn All Access, and The Flight. Heisman-level members or above will also now receive 1 Tigers Unlimited Foundation priority point for every $1 contributed through their War Eagle Plus subscription. Your favorite athletes, exclusive interviews, archival footage, iconic moments, and so much more. Explore the site and join today. auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
.11:56 in the first, 21-10. Michigan on top. Auburn has opened up just 2 of 12 from the field. Michigan is 7 of 13 from the field to open it up. Auburn 2 of 6 from 3. Michigan 2 of 5. Auburn 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Michigan 5 of 8. Michigan has out-rebounded Auburn 10-9. Turnovers, Auburn 3, Michigan 1. And Michigan has turned those turnovers into 5 points, and they're getting 8 points in the paint as well early on.
They're getting the ball deep. They're attacking the basket, very physical. If not, they're shooting the three-point shot. The Tigers have got to be a little bit quicker. We've kind of got our confidence, get our confidence back, play a little bit harder. But you must, when shooting or driving, you must be determined and more intentional on when you make your move, because you're going to be met with resistance when you get to the rack.
Auburn ball out of bounds down the right side. Jovic back into the lineup along with Williams-Adams, Overton. Caden Magwood takes over at the point, and Hall on the floor right now for Auburn. Magwood, bounce pass to Hall. Puts it on the floor, gets a step to the hole, reverse layup. It's good and a foul.
That's a lot better.
I think Mara may have just picked up the foul.
That's a lot better. That time Keyshawn Hall put the ball on the deck from behind the three-point line with authority and was going to the basket all the way, met the resistance and finished, drawing the foul, got a chance for a conventional three-point play.
That was the second foul on today, Mara, and he will come out of the lineup. And Namari Burnett is back in. They get a lot smaller when they bring in a guard for that 7'3" center.
They sure do. The one thing they will do, though, they seem to have played a little faster when he went out earlier as well. So the Tigers got to get back defensive transition.
Three-point play. Hall knocks it home. 21-13 Michigan. 11:47 in the first half of play. Auburn presses. Inbound up the floor to Lindenborg. Now back to Cadeau. Back on the floor at the point guard spot for the Wolverines. Greeted across midcourt by Overton. Cadeau gets a screen. Passes off the right wing. Head fake at three by Burnett. Drives into the key, picks up the dribble. Now to the top for Cadeau. Left wing for Burnett. Burnett drives it to the baseline. Left side. Head fake up and under. He put it in. Nicely played.
Oh, that was an outstanding defense by Sebastian William Adams, and he just that was a lucky shot to me.
10-point lead for Michigan, 11-11 to go in the first half of play. Magwood, left wing for Hall, a screen from Jovic. Three ball, left wing, good.
There we go, get Keyshawn Hall heating up a little bit. We'll carve our way back into this game, but defense has got to where it's got to start, and we've got to get the rebounds when they miss.
23-16 Michigan with the ball. Cadeau picked up by Jovic in a switch. He'll pop a three, good.
Just our ball screen defense is poor right now. We don't know whether we're trapping or hard hedging or switching right now. We're leaving the ball uncovered.
Magwood working against Cadeau. Between the circles, it's Hall. 10-point lead for Michigan. Hall, top of the key, another three ball. He didn't get this one. Rebound tapped up. Michigan comes out of the pack. Up the floor, Michigan. Burnett, right side for Cadeau. Another three ball by Cadeau. Didn't get this one. Rebound, Kevin Overton for Auburn. Up the left sideline for Hall. Drives to the lane. Put it up, and he was fouled. I don't know if it's a shot. It is. And he'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
I think the adjustment at that timeout, it was certainly was said. You got to be determined when you put it on the deck to go. Keyshawn Hall took that to heart, back-to-back offensive plays. He has really attacked that basket. Now he's got a chance for another free throw, and there's nobody better we'd like to see there than him.
Also important, that was Cadeau's second foul, their starting point guard.
They're playing very physical, and they're not afraid to foul, that's for sure.
Free throw by Keyshawn Hall. It's good. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification of the Auburn Sports Network. And now, after Hall's first free throw, they've stopped play. One of the officials is talking with Stephen Pearl.
I don't know if it was a part of that play, whether they felt like Keyshawn used to shield his body with his arm and maybe his elbow got involved above the shoulders, or if it was something off the ball. I'm not quite sure.
The three officials, Keith Kimball, Don Daly, and Brett Smith, are now gathered around the replay monitor. And I don't know if they're checking for a possible flagrant foul after or on the foul in which Hall went to the basket. Hall made the first free throw, and after he made the first free throw, then the officials stopped the action and are now looking at the replay monitor.
Well, when Keyshawn came down the floor and transitioned on the left side, putting it in his left hand, driving to the basket, I think it was Cadeau that challenged him at the basket and tried to hold his ground, and Keyshawn went strong toward him.
Brad, if you want.
We'll go to Brad Law on our Auburn Sports Network.
Hey, Andy, thank you. One of the detriments of not being courtside is sometimes you can't hear the conversation going on. For a
All right.
So that is the question. As Keyshawn went up with that left elbow above the neck of Cadeau.
up.
Yeah, Dusty May appealed to see if there was a flagrant. There was not, so he's lost his challenge, so to speak. And now Hall goes back to the line to shoot his second free throw. 26-17, Michigan, 10-12 to go in the first half of play.
Even though the Tigers are behind, we're in pretty good shape. They're drawing fouls on the Michigan Wolverines. He's lost his challenge on anything that's kind of controversial late during the game. Make her free throws.
And Hall does.
Good job right there. Gives us a chance to get full court. We need to stay in front of our guy and be a little bit more aggressive on that ball defense.
26-18, Michigan with the lead and the basketball. Burnett, left wing. Picked up by Magwood there. Lobs it inside the arc for Lindenborg. Drives on Sebastian Williams-Adams into the lane. Now out to the top of the circle for Kaysen. Kaysen with 9 to shoot. To the free throw line off the right side. Drives on Sebastian Williams-Adams. Backs up with 4. Low post, really good pass. And Johnson got behind Jovic and put it home.
Anytime you're playing a team that's got excellent size and great width in their body, you cannot give them angles on a post up to the basket. That's just a free layup.
There's Jovic turning the corner. He drives and dunks it home.
He comes right back, takes it right to his man, and goes and dunks it. What a play by Philip Jovic.
28-20, Michigan on top. 9:20 in the first half. Kaysen. Bounce pass, Johnson outside the arc. They looked for the back door. It was not there for McKinney. Now to Kaysen near the center circle. Kaysen guarded by Jovic. Drives, kick off the left side, Lindenborg. 6 to shoot. Pops a 3 ball. It's good.
He is on fire right now. That guy can score at the basket, score mid-range, and then can make threes as well.
Michigan 61% from the field and 4 of 8 from 3. And leads Auburn by 11. Jovic at the top. Now back to Katie Magwood. On the left-hand dribble. He pops a 3. Magwood didn't get it. And the rebound pulled in by Michigan. Burnett on the break for the Wolverines. Down the left side for McKinney. McKinney out to the top for Lindenborg. Off the right side, a pass now for Kaysen. 11-point lead for Michigan. Their largest lead is 12 in this first half. Kaysen against Jovic. Drives past Jovic. Ball deflected out of bounds from behind. 8:22 remaining in the first half. Michigan leads Auburn by 11, 31-20. They won last night against San Diego State by 40, and they have come out on fire offensively here tonight.
They're playing with an enormous amount of confidence. The Tigers just need to be a little bit more aggressive on their ball defense. Really big.
Johnson at the top, McKinney a free, good.
They're getting too many wide open looks. The Tigers need to get an arm's length of their guy that when he has the basketball, force him to either put it on the deck, don't let him dare him to shoot the ball and back up and give him room to do so.
14-point lead for Michigan. Hall, 3 ball, no good. Rebound, run down by Johnson for Michigan. They are 5 of 9 from 3. Quickly up the floor. Kaysen dribbled it out of bounds in front of the Auburn bench, and it takes us to a timeout. 7:46 in the first. Michigan 34, Auburn at 20. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Auburn basketball continues in a moment. On the court, a perfect assist sets up success. That's what the Ford F-150 truck can do for you. Whether you're up against a deadline or taking some time to unwind, F-150 delivers the power, capability, and reliability you need to make every play. From the work site to the campsite, it's game on in the Ford F-150. This is Andy Bertram. For great offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
The Whataburger Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back, and it's still bigger and better than any chicken sandwich out there. More chicken strips, more Monterey Jack cheese smothered in buffalo and ranch, all on a 5-inch bun. There's so much crispy, cheesy, saucy goodness, you may find yourself speechless when someone asks what's your favorite part. Not because you can't find the words, just because it's hard to talk when your mouth's full with this much deliciousness. The Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back for a limited time. What a burger.
Back to Las Vegas for more Auburn basketball in the Players Era Championship.
Well, Michigan's just shooting the lights out in this first half. Wolverines lead Auburn 34-20. Michigan is 12 of 19 from the field at 63%, and 5 of 9 from 3. Auburn, on the other hand, 5 of 18 from the field and 3 of 10 from 3. And all the scoring basically from 2 guys for Auburn. Keyshawn Hall with 8 and Jahad Pettiford with 7 in the first half.
Well, it's kind of a twofold. We're just in a little bit of a bad rut right now. We're just not playing as quick and as aggressive as we're known to do. We need to pick our defense up a little bit more on the basketball. We've kind of adjusted to the ball screen defense, but on the basketball, we're kind of daring the guy to shoot, letting the guy dictate what he wants to do offensively. Defensively, you must force him to put it. If he's not dribbling, force him to dribble one way or the other. Offensively, I'd love to see the Tigers be a little bit more rhythm, get a little bit more rhythm in their offense, moving the basketball from one side of the floor to the other, getting some open shots.
Pettiford back on the floor for Auburn, hands the ball to Freeman, left side for Jovic outside the arc. Top of the circle for Murph. Keyshawn against Johnson to Pettiford, working out there against Burnett. Left wing, long 3, Overton in and out. And the rebound pulled in by Kaysen for Michigan. Up the left side for Burnett. Burnett, top of the circle for Kaysen. To McKinney, who's wide open for a 3. Cannot leave that guy open. They get a rebound underneath. Shot goes up, and it's a goaltend on Freeman.
Second opportunities. Yeah. You give Michigan second opportunities right at the basket. They're hard enough to guard on the first opportunity, but when you give them 2 or 3 chances, they're certainly going to cash in, and that's why you have the spread we have now.
Burnett with 10 in the ball game, and Michigan has jumped out to a 16-point lead with 7:11 to go in the first half of play. Pettiford at the wing, off the right side, passes off the left wing for Freeman. Further down the left side, it's Overton. Kevin, double team to the corner. It's Murphy. Head fake at 3, drives to the hole. Murph up with the right hand. It's good.
There's another determined drive. That was really good by Keyshawn Murphy that time, putting it on the deck and getting to the basket.
3 ball right side. It's missed by Michigan. Rebound comes to Murphy. For Auburn the other way. Down 14 Auburn ball. Pettiford at the top. Picked up there by Burnett on the left wing. Tried to get around Burnett. Ball deflected out of bounds by Namari in front of the Michigan bench. Auburn will have it with 17 to shoot. Cheddar back into the lineup for Michigan.
See if we can run that over the top on this sideline out of bounds play. We can take the ball from one side of the floor to the other. We usually get either a down screen or somebody coming right back up. We'll get Tahad maybe at the top of the key. Let him float open or look for the drive to the basket.
Freeman, the inbound, gets the ball to Murphy. Shot clock at 16. Jovic drives down the lane, goes up for the shot, banked it up, it's good.
They're going to let you play physically at the basket. Philip Jovic took the hit and finished the play.
Auburn down 12, Michigan ball. At the top, Gale to Shetter. Hands the ball on the right wing for Lindenborg. Inside the arc, now back out, top of the circle. Spin move at the top by Kaysen, down the lane, put it up, blocked from behind by Auburn. Here's the Tigers on the break. Overton to the hole, goes up, he didn't get it. He was bumped, there was no foul. And here is Michigan the other way. Left wing Shetter, wide open 3 ball, short. Rebound Auburn. Up the left sideline, Elijah Freeman. Auburn down 12 with the ball. At the top, Overton, right wing through it, right to Lindenborg. They're 2-on-1 the other way. Lindenborg, case into the hole, he banked it in.
They're playing so aggressive defensively. They're standing in the passing lanes. It's not an easy around the horn with the pass. You've got to make sure you see your teammates.
Michigan by 14. Pettiford, straight away 3 at the top. Didn't get it. Whistle foul. I think this is going to go against Michigan on the rebound, I believe.
I think Philip Jovic had positioning underneath the basket, and they actually pushed him to the ground.
It's against Gale, I believe, number 11. 5:23 to go, first half of play. Michigan leads Auburn by 14, 38-24. Wolverines have led by as many as 16 in this first half. Auburn continues to struggle from the field at 7 of 23.
Our shooting percentage is not as good. This is a good stretch for us to learn how to manufacture some baskets.
Jovic misses the free throw. It was a 1 in bonus, and Michigan clears it. 17 rebounds for Michigan, 14 for Auburn. 14-point lead and the ball for Michigan right now. Gale, skip pass off the right side for Kaysen. Drives against Murphy to the top for Shetter. Picked up by Jovic. Low post pass knocked away, but it comes right to Shetter. Off the right wing, 3 ball in the air by McKinney. Good.
Any deflection, they get the ball inside the paint, makes the defense collapse. It opens up wide open shooters. Michigan's doing a fantastic job finding those today. The Tigers have got to carve their way back in, try to get to this in the single digits before the end of the half.
4:46 to go first half. Michigan folks are celebrating a 17-point lead. Pettiford just lost it, just lost the handle. And here is Gale the other way. Right wing for Kaysen. Kicks it, left corner for Lindenborg. Lindenborg on the wing, drives on Jovic, spins to the basket, goes up and scores with a foul.
Just physically took him one-on-one, spun around, went right through his chest and stuck it in the basket.
And Michigan with a free throw here could take the lead to 20. My goodness. Jovic comes out. Simon Walker is in for Auburn. He joins Murphy, Hall, Williams-Adams, and Pettiford on the floor for the Tigers. And Lindenborg at the line with a chance to take the lead to 20 for Michigan. Lindenborg with 11 points to lead. The Wolverines make it 12.
We got to get him under control. He's kind of a man on a mission for the Michigan Wolverines right now.
44-24, drive, Sebastian Williams-Adams, and a reach-in foul, I believe, on Gale. Nope, it's not Gale, it's Kaysen.
Gives the Tigers a good chance. Has a good play, call from the bench after the free throw for Michigan. You race down the floor. It's a quick handoff. Sebastian took it strong to the basket and got fouled.
1-1 for Auburn. Free throw missed. Rebound Michigan.
That's twice they've missed front ends of 1-and-1s in this first half.
Michigan by 20. Kaysen bounce pass Shetter. Underneath the basket, ball deflected. He gets it back, right side of the lane. Out to the top for Kaysen. Puts it on the floor, drives. Out to the top, it comes for McKinney. Drives into the lane. McKinney up and under and in. That was Gale, excuse me.
They're just putting the ball on the deck from behind the three-point line and dribbling their way to the basket and then going up over us.
22-point lead for Michigan. They're shooting 61% from the field. Between the circles, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Left wing, Simon Walker. Underneath for Murphy. Got around his man, goes up for the shot, and a foul is called against Shetter. Takes us to a timeout break. 3:38 to go in the first half. It's all Michigan right now, friends. Wolverines lead the Tigers 46-24. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Pregame standing on his own 30. Auburn will try to block it. Auburn going after it. Here's a good snap. It is blocked! It is blocked! It's caught on the run! It's caught on the run! He's going to score! David Wagner! David Wagner has scored! And Auburn has tied the game! Roger Mitchell blocked the kick! Roger Mitchell blocked the kick! And it's 16-16! And the entire Auburn team has come out to get David Wagner. As Dave Beck will hold, Gardner Jett will attempt on one of the biggest point afters you'll ever want to see. What a big one. All right. Snap, kick. Good! Good! With time out of the field, the score is Auburn 17, Alabama 16.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is Auburn football on the Auburn Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
Brad Law checking in from the Auburn Sports Network studios. 3 minutes, 38 seconds of game action away from Conecuh halftime. We'll get an extensive look at the Yellowwood scoreboard, SEC action, top 25, and otherwise games all the way up through midnight tonight. Plus, we'll look around Auburn athletics with the Iron Bowl Saturday, women's basketball in action tomorrow night, hoping to build on an unbeaten start to the season. And a look at the stats, which right now are not very pretty for the orange and blue. Tigers trail by 22 as we send you back out to Las Vegas. Rejoin the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Davis.
Auburn is shooting just 30.4% from the field, 7 of 23, 3 of 12 from 3, 7 of 12 from the free throw line. Michigan, 17 of 28 from the field, almost 61%. 6 of 13 from 3 and 6 of 9 from the free throw line. And Keyshawn Murphy is at the line after the foul by Will Cheddar. And this is another one in bonus. Auburn has missed the front ends of its last 2 one in bonuses.
Well, you got a chance to make a little run here at the last 3:38.
And the free throw is missed.
That we've missed. Little things like that when you're behind at this deficit, to carve your way back in, everything has to fall just right. The Tigers have got another possession right here. See if they can run a play, get a good look, get a little bit more confidence in their offense.
Inbound lob to Murphy at the right wing from Hall. Murphy one dribble, gets the ball to Todd Pettiford at the right wing. 13 to shoot. Turns the corner, lobs it out to the top for Murphy. Had a 3, didn't take it. Spins down the lane. Murphy to the hole off the glass. He didn't get it. And a foul is called. And they're going to get that one on Auburn. I think they're going to get it on Sebastian Williams-Adams. That'll be his second. Auburn, second chance points. Michigan 4, Auburn nothing. Bench points 12-4 in favor of Michigan. Paint points 18 for Michigan, 8 for Auburn in this first half. Fast break points 11 for Michigan, 2 for Auburn.
Well, they've played to their strength. That's what the strength is for the Michigan Wolverines, is front line, and they certainly have dominated around the glass on both ends of the court.
Will Cheddar at the line for a one in bonus. His free throw is good. Auburn had the lead down to 6 at one point, but boy, Michigan has gone on a 19-4 run since then. Their 23-point lead, make it 24 points now for Michigan. They have controlled it almost from the get-go here in the first half. 3:20 to go. First half, 48-24 Michigan. Pettiford down the right side of the lane. Picks it out to the outside the arc to the left wing. Walker, Simon for 3. Good.
That's a good sign right there. Just little things like that. Continue to build your confidence. Good 3-point shot. You've got a long, there's no 22-point shot. You've just got to carve your way possession at possession.
48-27 Michigan.
Tigers change the tempo here, jump in the zone. They're in the 1-1-3 matchup.
Kaysen left wing to the corner for Cheddar for 3. Didn't get it. Rebound to the floor for Michigan. Up, Johnson missed it, but he was fouled.
Second opportunities has just really hurt the Tigers. Michigan has been relentless on the glass, offensive end, keeping balls alive and getting second chance points.
Johnson at the line. He has 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. First free throw is good. 49-27 Michigan. 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second free throw for Johnson. And he knocks it home. 50-27 Wolverines with 2:40 to go in the first half of play. Right wing Simon Walker. At the top, it's Murphy. Left wing now for Hall. Low post. Sebastian Williams-Adams up for the shot, and he was fouled.
It's the first time that we've gone from one side of the floor to the other. Set a cross screen for Sebastian. He brought him underneath the basket, got him wide open, made a good look, and drew the foul. Foul trouble still could be a problem for Michigan down this stretch. The Tigers just need to stay persistent, continue to try to maintain as much resistance defensively as they can for the Michigan Wolverines. Regroup at halftime
Sebastian Williams-Adams, free throw is missed. And that's 4 straight misses for Auburn at the charity stripe.
It sure has, and I think 3 of those might have been front end. This is actually a 2-shot foul by Sebastian.
2:31 in the first. Free throw by Williams-Adams is good. His first point of the night. 22-point lead for the Wolverines with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half of play.
Tigers won that last possession defensively, being in a zone. They're electing to match up a little bit more here. Looks like they've backed to man.
Kaysen, guarded by Simon Walker. Top of the key, gets a screen from Johnson. Gets the ball to Johnson down the lane. And he goes up and he dunks it.
Just the pick and roll defense that time. Guy drives off the screen. The roller goes straight to the basket. They've made that pass 4 or 5 times in the first half. We've got to get that corrected.
52-28 Michigan, 2 minutes to go. Left wing head fake at 3. Walker inside the arc from about 17, didn't get it. Rebound Kaysen the other way for Michigan. Drives to the hole. Leaves it down the lane. Shot is up and blocked out of bounds. Murphy off the hand of Roddy Gale.
That's a good defensive play by Sean Murphy that time. Defending the basket, blocking that shot out of bounds.
Kaysen will trigger baseline right for Michigan. Leading Auburn 52-28. Lob it out to the top for Lindenborg. Picked up by Murphy in a switch off the left side for Kaysen. Double team, gets it to the top. Lindenborg, left wing 3 by McKinney. For good.
They're just moving that basketball. They've got such great size. They can pass over the top of the smaller Tigers. They can find the open guy, and then they're making shots. They cannot play any better, Andy. Second half might be a lot different.
Michigan 7 of 15 from 3. Leads Auburn 55-28. Murphy inside the arc, left side of the lane. Spins, ball deflected out of bounds by Michigan. And it's been at both ends of the floor, friends. Both ends of the floor, Michigan has just outplayed Auburn in this and just out-executed Auburn in this first half.
Well, this is the best. I can't imagine them having a higher ceiling. This is the best Michigan can play. Everything has kind of gone their way.
Hall drives, Euro step, throws in, it's out of bounds. He was trying to set up Walker in the left corner, but the ball was deflected out. Auburn will have 4 seconds on the shot clock. Auburn will put Walker out in the right corner, Murphy in the left, and Hall will trigger. Lob it, Sebastian Williams-Adams over his head. Steal for Michigan. Kaysen, left wing, 3 ball in the air, short. Rebound Michigan, Johnson in the lane from about 5. He got it.
Another offensive rebound there. We just keep saying that over and over. Tigers have got to get that under control. We've got to make some adjustments at halftime.
They have outscored Auburn on second chance points 11-0 before Pettiford drains a 3 from the left wing.
Going to get a chance to defend right now. You're going to get the ball back at least with probably 3 or 4 seconds to go.
Kaysen up the floor to the corner. Out to the top. Lindenborg to Kaysen. 25 seconds in the first half. Shot clock at 20. Kaysen in the center circle. Left side Lindenborg. They're going to work for a final shot. Kaysen guarded by Pettiford. Near midcourt. Left hand dribble. Picked up in a switch. Right wing Lindenborg. Wide open 3. He didn't get it. Rebound tapped out. It's run down. Ball still loose. Michigan has it. Kaysen up at the buzzer. He got it.
Wow, just extra effort by the Michigan Wolverines of just chasing that basketball down. Just being more efficient on the offensive end.
And I think they're going to make sure that the shot counts. The officials will make sure that that counts. It appeared that it did.
It'll be a good lesson for the halftime. Go back, got to regroup. We just got to play better. The Tigers, I think it's a twofold game, Andy. Michigan Wolverines cannot play better, and this is probably as poor as the Auburn Tigers have played up to this point.
The basket will count at the half. Michigan 59, Auburn 31. Time now for Conecuh halftime, and here is Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. Yeah, you want to try to flush that half just as quickly as possible and try to regroup and see what you can put together in the second half. Michigan played about as well as the team play. They lead Auburn 59-31 at the break. And this is Conecuh halftime. We'll start with a check of scores around the SEC and otherwise. We'll update both the pods there at the Players Era Championship. Two other SEC teams right now in action on the Yellowwood scoreboard, and they are leading by plus points. Texas A&M on top of Mississippi Valley State, 68-45. There's 15 minutes to go in College Station, and Missouri nearly doubling up South Carolina State. Tigers up at Mizzou, 70-38. They've got 12 minutes to go there. Still to come tonight in Maui, Texas takes on Chaminade. In Las Vegas, the last game of the day, 11 o'clock Central Time. It will be Alabama against UNLV. And then starting in about 10 minutes in California, Ole Miss takes on Iowa, a pair of 5-0 teams going at it there. Let's update other finals from Las Vegas from earlier today. It was Notre Dame topping Rutgers 68-63, so the Irish 1-1. Scarlet Knights 0-2 in Las Vegas. Iowa State a winner over Creighton by 18. Cyclones followed up a 1-point win yesterday with an 18-point win over the Jays today. Kansas is 2-0 after topping Syracuse 71-60, and St. John's got up off the deck after a loss yesterday, beating Baylor impressively 96-81. Final from the SEC earlier today, Tennessee put on a defensive clinic for the first 14 minutes of the second half. Vols trailed Houston by 4 at the break, outscored the Cougars by 7 in the second half to win 76-73. Tennessee held Houston scoreless from about the 16-minute mark in the game to about the 8-minute mark of the game, and the Cougars hit some shots over the final 3 or 4 minutes to cut it close. But Tennessee was able to make its free throws. Tennessee was 23 of 29 at the foul line. Houston was 8 of 11 at the stripe. A couple of big free throws late by Jacoby Gillespie. He finished with 22 points to lead the Volunteers, including some clutch free throws. He was 9 of 9 at the stripe. So Tennessee's win over Houston, Kansas's win over Syracuse, mean the Vols and Jayhawks are 2-0. The winner of tonight's Gonzaga-Maryland game will be 2-0. Tennessee's plus-minus is 23. Kansas's plus-minus is 21. Gonzaga won by 10 last night. Maryland won by 7. So in order to win that pod, Gonzaga would need to win tonight by more than 13. Maryland would need to win by more than 16. Otherwise, Tennessee will represent that pod in tomorrow's overall championship game against either Iowa State or Michigan or Auburn if the Tigers could come from behind. Iowa State is in Auburn's pod. Cyclones won by 1 point yesterday, by 18 today, so they're plus 19 overall. Long way to go for the Tigers, though, trailing Michigan at the half 59-31. Some other top 25 teams that are in action. Number 25, Indiana, leads Kansas State in Bloomington 47-29. An explosion to end the first half for the Hoosiers. They were back and forth for the first 15 minutes of the game, but they built a double-digit lead at halftime of that contest. Earlier today in Fort Myers, Florida, 16th-ranked North Carolina, a winner over St. Bonaventure, 85-70. It was 11th-ranked Michigan State beating East Carolina in that same Fort Myers tip-off, 89-56. And number 23, NC State, who will come to Neville Arena a week from tomorrow, NC Boise State earlier today in Maui, 81-70. Auburn trails Michigan at the half, 59-31. Take a look around Auburn athletics when we come back on Kaneka Halftime. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn fans, the coolest club on the plains. Aubie's Kids Club presented by Chaffee's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/Kids Club to sign up today. War Eagle!
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Back on Conecuh halftime from the Auburn Sports Network studios. It was all Michigan in the first half. 7th-ranked Wolverines lead your Auburn Tigers 59-31 at the break. Let's look at Auburn Athletic. Champions is
in women's basketball. Auburn gets their shot at revenge tomorrow night after being swept by Cal the last 2 seasons. Cal is 6-1 on the year. The Golden Bears lost the season opener to Vanderbilt and have since won 6 straight. Lulu Twidell leads Cal, averaging 14 points a game. Last year, the guard dropped a team-high 22 points in the victory over Auburn. Auburn improved to 7-0 Tuesday night, defeating UTSA 59-42. It was the second lowest point total that the Tigers have allowed this year. Keys to the game, Auburn has to run Cal off the three-point line. The Tigers have to take care of the basketball. Auburn turned the ball over 17 times in the second half against UTSA, while Cal gave up 46 points in the paint to Grand Canyon. If Auburn can get to the glass, it could be a very good night for the Orange and Blue. Brad, back to you.
Okay, Britt, thank you. You can hear Britt Bowen with a call from Frisco, Texas tomorrow. Tip-off is 6:30 Central. Broadcast coverage at 6:15 in the Auburn-Opelika area. That game's on ESPN 106.7. Everywhere else, you can get it on the Auburn Game Day app. Gearing up for football in the 90th edition of the Iron Bowl, Saturday afternoon or Saturday night under the lights, 6:30 at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Interim head coach DJ Durkin has overseen a defense that's been very good against the run this season. Alabama, 3rd fewest rushing attempts in SEC play, but Durkin says that containing the run is still a focus for the Tigers Saturday night.
You know, they're creative about getting the ball to their playmakers and get it to them fast and let the run game. I know it doesn't show up in stats as run game, but that's a big part of it. I think, you know, I don't know. They have very talented backs. I think their offensive line is and so you've got to make sure that you can do both, stop the run and defend the pass against them. I don't think it's where they're just a one-dimensional team.
No question about it. Tigers and Crimson Tide kick a little after 6:45 Saturday night. We have the best broadcast coverage starting at 3. By and see us, the Tiger Tailgate Show off the east side across from the Cam Newton statue outside Jordan-Hare Stadium. And would love to have you join us either in person or certainly on the radio or on the app Saturday for the Iron Bowl starting at 3:30 Central. Tigers need to turn some things around in the second half. The numbers will tell the story. Auburn.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison. And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that. We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Share the nuggets, share the joy. Order the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Sway, right wing Freeman steps inside the arc. Murphy given the three. He takes the three, and he made it.
Nice job. The Tigers look a little bit better. Looks like they got in hinged, got on top. They're not ankle deep in the floor anymore. They're moving quickly. They moved the ball fast around and got an open three.
That was the first made bucket of the first half for the Tigers. Auburn missed its first 7 shots of the game, connected on that one, but Michigan leads by 28 at the half, 59-31. It's time to look at your stats. They're presented by SeatGeek. Auburn basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find your tickets so that you can be a part of the courtside action this season, whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn basketball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek. Shooting percentages, 58% Michigan, 33% Auburn. Wolverines 21 of 36 and 7 of 17 from deep, 10 of 13 at the foul line. Auburn was 9 of 27 from the floor, 5 of 14 from Trey Land, and just 8 of 15 at the free throw line, including misses on 3 1-and-1 front ends. Now, in a 28-point game, one stat's not going to tell the story, but here are a couple that coupled together tell a large part of the story. Auburn with no points off turnovers, Michigan with 12. Second chance points, Auburn with none, Michigan with 13. So that's a 25-0 edge, combining points off turnovers and second chance points. Extra possessions for Michigan that they turned into 25 points, and Auburn has yet to be able to answer that. It all adds up to a 28-point deficit. Tigers will try to start eating that elephant one bite at a time when we come back with the second half. Thanks for listening to Kaneka Halftime. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
This is Ray Hornsby at Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing. We believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It is about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. Honest service, faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Life moves fast. Shouldn't your checking account keep up? Meet Explore Checking from Max Credit Union. No monthly fees, no minimum balance requirement. Enjoy perks like access to your paycheck up to 2 days early, earning rewards that can be turned into cash each time you spend with your Max debit card. Plus, with 24/7 digital banking and an easy-to-use mobile app, managing your money is quick and effortless. Start exploring today at mymax.com/explore. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Summer's here and the open road is calling. RV Roadway answers the call with new and used RVs from the top brands you trust. All ready for your next adventure. With 2 Alabama locations in Opelika and Calera, RV Roadway is ready to help you hit the road in style. And if you need maintenance, their expert service center keeps you rolling smoothly all summer long. Start your journey at RVRoadway.com. RV Roadway, where we sell RVs for less.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
With 9:29 to go in the first half of play, a dunk by the Tigers cut the lead to 8. From that point on, Michigan outscored Auburn 31-11 and leads at halftime 59-31. We welcome you back to Las Vegas and the Michelob Ultra Arena, the Players Era Championship, With Randall Dickey, I'm Andy Burcham, Brad Law in our Auburn Sports Network studios. 15 for Johnson, 12 for Lindenborg for Michigan. The leading scorer for Auburn, Keyshawn Hall, with 8 for the Tigers. He did not have a rebound in the first half, and Michigan will open up with the ball in the second half. They did all of this with their starting center, Mara, and their starting point guard, Cadeau, on the bench in foul trouble in the first half of play. Didn't seem to matter.
Well, that's true. They came out on a mission. Michigan was red hot. The Tigers really have struggled scoring the basketball, but the biggest thing is every loose ball Michigan Wolverines caught up. They just got their hands on it, and most of the time it was on the offensive end and finished the basket. 28-point lead and a foul off the right side, or off the left side rather, by Sebastian Williams-Adams. It's his third, trying to get out there on Cadeau on the wing, and Auburn will go to the bench and bring Jovic in. Didn't get him in time. Cadeau, left wing. Free throw line from Mara. Down the lane, he lost it. Ball is loose. Auburn has it. Murphy out of a crowd. A lot better ball screen defense on that possession there.
Sebastian Williams-Adams at the left sideline. Top of the circle for Pettiford. Tigers trail by 28. What kind of dent can Auburn put in this second half? And Cadeau just picked up his third foul outside the three-point arc. Third foul on Elliot Cadeau, the junior out of West Orange, New Jersey.
I think one of the complaints that the bench had going into the first half is Michigan was extremely physical. Always had their hands on the Tigers, always bumping them when they cut across the lane. The officials have kind of took note of that.
Jovic from Murphy to Pettiford. At the top of the circle, a screen from Jovic, straightaway three, buried it.
Really nice call play from the bench on the sideline, out of bounds. Getting Kahad off that ball screen. Nice looking three-point shot.
25-point lead and a steal. Pettiford saves it from going out of bounds to Hall. Keyshawn the other way, down the lane. Euro step, low post for Jovic up. It was blocked and a foul. Either Burnett or Mara. If it's Mara, that's his third.
Tigers on the attack, both on the defensive end. They did a good job on the ball screen defense, came up with a loose ball there. Tahad made a great play that time, deflecting the ball in, getting the steal, and now getting to the free throw line. Jovic, make these two free throws and just slowly and surely carve your way back in. But defensively, and the effort is really there for the Tigers this half.
Jovic free throw is good. Auburn has scored the first 4 points of the second half. Glad to have you with us tonight from Las Vegas. Second free throw, Phillip. Didn't get it. 59-35 Michigan.
That's another thing that really plagued the Tigers in the first half.
Yeah.
We were poor from the free throw
Kaysen,
line.
Burnett to the hole. He put it up and he drew the foul. Foul will go, I think, against Keyshawn Murphy. It would be his second. And Michigan was terrific in the first half, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Gets a couple here from Damari Burnett. Played at Texas Tech and Alabama. First free throw from Damari is good. 60-35 Michigan, 18:55 to go in the second half. Right-handed shooter for Burnett. It's in the air, and he got it. Front iron off the glass and in. 61-35, Michigan on top, 18:50, second half of play. Pettiford on the left wing. Hands the ball, drive to the hole by Freeman, goes up and under, ball is deflected and driven the other way. All the way, there's the alley-oop, and it's good for Lindenborg.
Just beat us back down the floor off a turnover. Right at the basket.
Gale just beat everyone down the floor. At the top, Pettiford around one man. Pulls up for a three, deflects it to Murphy inside the arc. 63-35 Michigan. Turns, spins, and scores.
It's a good move by Murphy on the inside there. He challenged their big guys, spun right around and laid it right in the basket.
Auburn 2 of 3 from the field in the second half. But it's a big, big hole right now for the Tigers. Lindenborg drives on Jovic, goes up and he didn't get it. Rebound to the floor. Murphy pulls out of there for Auburn. Ahead to Pettiford. Across midcourt to Hod. Crossover dribble inside the arc. Hanging, shooting, missing. Rebound pulled in by Johnson. And the outlet to Lindenborg. Up the right wing for Burnett. To the corner. Wide open three ball from the corner. It's good from Roddy Gale.
They're just moving that basketball. They're finding open shooters and making the shots. And Michigan is really on their game today.
Now 8 of 18 from the three-point line tonight. 17-28 in the second half. 66-37, Michigan on top. Murphy for three for Auburn. Good.
It's one thing these Tigers needed to learn going into the second half. It's okay to trade baskets when you're even in the score, but when you're behind, you've got to get some stops.
66-40 Michigan. 17:04 in the second half. Down the lane, Johnson kicks it to the corner. Lindenborg, another three. Good. 9 threes on the night for Michigan. 2 of 2 in the second half. 69-40. Pettiford out on the right wing, behind the back dribble. Bounce pass down the right side. Hall to the top for Jovic. Phillip off the left wing for Freeman. Low post for Murphy. Murphy, bigger than his defender, goes up and he missed it. Got his own rebound though, tapped out to Freeman. Left or right wing for Hall. Drives to the hole. Shoots and got it with a foul of the play.
Nice play. Gets second opportunities. One for the Tigers there. Retrieved the offensive rebound. Got it out to Keyshawn Hall. He made a nice move to the baseline, and he shot that basket ball behind the backboard. What a shot.
Freeman comes out. So does Murphy for Auburn, as Overton returns to the lineup for the Tigers along with Sebastian Williams-Adams. Mara back on the ball on the floor for Michigan along with Cadeau. They both have 3 fouls, but you're up 69-42 right now with 16:25 to go. Johnson was called for the foul, just his second. And Hall's free throw is missed.
Ooh, that's uncharacteristic
yes,
there. Keyshawn Hall.
Lindenborg quickly the other way, left wing three for Michigan. Good.
Tigers just not getting back. Just one of those days that your legs, your mind wants to get there, but your legs will not allow you to. It's just they're a little bit quicker and faster and a step ahead of the Tigers today.
Michigan 10 of 20 from 3 in the ball game. Hall pull up from about 18, left side, didn't get it. Mara clears the rebound for Michigan, leading Auburn by 30. My goodness. 72-42. Lindenborg left wing. Inside the arc, step back three. Missed it. Their first three-point miss of the half, and the rebound out of bounds right in front of Bruce Pearl. Down at the TV table, and a timeout. 15:46 to go in the second half. Michigan 72, Auburn 42. On to Victory, proud to be the official events and experiences company of the Auburn Tigers. Experience Auburn like never before through On to Victory. See upcoming events and sponsorship opportunities at ontovictory.com. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal, book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15:46 to go in the second half. Auburn and Michigan Wolverines, boy, have just been terrific at both ends of the floor since the get-go tonight, and lead Auburn by 30, 72-42. Thanks in great measure to the shooting by the Wolverines tonight. 25 of 42 from the field, 59.5%, and Randall 10 of 21 from the three-point stripe, including 3 of 4 from the three-point stripe in the second half.
Well, it just seems like anything that's good that's taking place, the Michigan Wolverines, open shots, open penetrations, loose basketballs, they've come up with all of those. But the biggest thing is they're driving that ball deep, making the Auburn defense collapse, and then finding shooters on the wing for three-point shooters, and they're making those.
Pettiford to the right wing for Auburn, and bounce pass to Jovic at the top of the key. One dribble, Jovic hands back to Tahad.
Michigan actually changed their defense. They jumped into zone this time, this
Overton,
possession.
left wing. Drives into a double team, hangs, shoots, missed it, but he was fouled on the way to the basket. And Kevin will go to the line for a couple for Auburn. Foul will go against Amari Burnett, his second. Overton at the line for Auburn for 2. Auburn just 50% from the line. Now 10 of 19 from the free throw line tonight.
The Tigers just need to take it one possession, try to play better defense, a little smoother offense, get a little bit more rhythm, and just see what happens. The biggest thing is the players know that they're not playing as well as they're capable of playing. You just got to try to be able to learn your way as the season goes on, getting out of this funk and getting back into the groove that they're normally used to playing with.
Gale, or rather Cadeau, right wing. They get it underneath from Mara, and he put it up and he missed it. Rebound out of there to Keyshawn Hall. 72-44, Michigan with the lead. On the left wing, Tahad Pettiford. Guarded by Elliott Cadeau. Wouldn't mind seeing Cadeau pick up that fourth foul. Between the circles, Jovic. Phillip against Mara. Hands the ball to Pettiford. Free ball by Tahad. Good.
He can sure make that ball off a handoff. It's hard to run anything else because he's so good coming off of a dribble handoff or a ball screen at the top of the key. Tahad is really coming along. He's going to be fine.
Ball is loose. Mara is tied up. It's a jump ball. The arrow goes to Auburn. 72-47. Michigan on top, Auburn ball with 14:32 to go in the second half of play. Auburn has outscored Michigan in the second half 16-13. Problem is Auburn trailed 59-31 at halftime.
Got a big hole to dig out,
Yeah.
but the biggest thing is just concentrate on playing well, coming down, running your offense, executing your defense, doing the things that you're capable of doing, and you can control that.
Pettiford at the top to the left wing. Tahad, another three ball. That was short. Rebound, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Head fake goes up. It didn't go. Mara gets the rebound for Michigan. And a whistle and a reach in on Tahad Pettiford. He was second foul on Tahad.
He was in there showing some effort, really scrapping for the basketball. Just happened to kind of hack him on the arm.
72-47 Michigan. 14:05 in the second half. Michigan basketball. Cadeau across midcourt. Off the right side, a pass for Lindenborg. Kicks it back to the wing for Cadeau. To the top for Lindenborg. Low post Mara, fouled from behind by Sebastian Williams-Adams. Now Sebastian is 6'8". Mara is 7'3".
And when you get caught behind, and as big as Sebastian is, you couldn't really see him. He just had him shielded, had him pinned, and Sway just had no other way to do just to foul him.
Out of bounds, baseline right. Cadeau will trigger. 13:54 in the second. They lob out to the top for Lindenborg. Guarded by Murphy. Left wing, Roddy Gale. Gale gets a screen at the wing, top of the circle, Lindenborg. Right corner, wide open three by Cadeau. Nope. Weak side rebound, Burnett. Back up and a foul.
Defense was good on the initial wave. They missed the shot, but instead of us getting the defensive rebound, the Wolverines get another offensive rebound, another second opportunities, and we foul, which is a double whammy. They get the second opportunity, and then you foul. They go to the free throw line. A chance for two more.
Third foul on Tahad Pettiford. Auburn's leading scorer was 16 on the night. And Burnett at the line to shoot two for Michigan. Wolverines are 12 of 15 from the line this evening. Make it 13 of 16. Cadeau will come out. Kaysen is in. Their sophomore point guard out of Lakeland, Florida. He signed out of high school with Florida Atlantic. That's where Dusty May was. He never played for Florida Atlantic. He came to Michigan with the now Wolverines head coach. And both free throws are good for Namari Burnett. And he will check out. And Trey McKinney, who hit 3 threes in the first half, back in the lineup for Michigan, leading Auburn 74-47.
Yeah, they're going to start in their matchup zone. They're 1-1-3.
Overton, left side, top of the circle for Pettiford. To the right wing for Hall. Top of the circle, Pettiford. Screen from Jovic. Left wing to Todd. Right wing Hall, 9 to shoot for Auburn. Jump step, down the lane. Hall threw it away. Steal for Michigan. On the break, right wing McKinney, and he stepped out of bounds as he was about to drive to the basket.
One thing Michigan to do, they're impressive today by advancing that basketball as big as they are. They really get down that floor quickly, and they advance the ball on the pass as good as I've seen in a long time with teams. Even the team that they had last year that we beat in the Sweet 16 did not advance it as quickly like that down the floor.
13:04 in the second half. Auburn down 74-47. Pettiford at the top. Left wing. Tahad tried to get it underneath. Ball right to him. It comes to the free throw line to Murphy. Head fake, goes up and under and scores.
Keyshawn made a nice move on the post that time. It's a good feed.
12 points for Keyshawn Hall. 74-49. Auburn trailing. Actually, it was Murphy with the basket. He has 12. Right wing McKinney on a screen from Mara. Gets another. In the key. Out to the top for Kaysen for three. Good.
You just can't, when you cover him, he felt like he was too deep. Hands down, the man is down. You've got to get your hands up. You've got to be able, when the guy catches the ball, force him to put it on the deck. Don't let him feel comfortable out on the floor.
12-13 in the second half. 77-49 Michigan. Pettiford outside the arc. No look pass for Jovic. Leaves for Murphy. Drives and misses. Mara gets the rebound for Michigan. Kaysen up the floor for the Wolverines. To the left wing for Gale. Back to the top for Kaysen. Kaysen down the right side of the lane. And a whistle and a foul on Murphy. That'll be the third foul on Murphy. Takes us to a timeout break. 11:50 in the second half. Michigan 77. Auburn 49. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Sunday, November 30th for what is the only home game for nearly a month. The Tigers host the Oregon Ducks at 2 p.m. Central. Tickets are available. Make your plans now to see Auburn take on Oregon in Neville Arena. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
Brad Law back in the Auburn Sports Network studios, checking the Yellowwood scoreboard in the pod opposite Auburn and Michigan. Gonzaga out to an early lead over Maryland, 32-13. Both those teams won yesterday. Gonzaga needs a win by more than 13. If Gonzaga wins tonight by more than 13, it will represent that pod in the overall championship game tomorrow. We'll send you back to Vegas right now, though. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network.
11:50 to go in the second half here in Las Vegas at the Michelob Ultra Arena. Michigan leads Auburn 77-49. Teams are even in the second half at 18 apiece.
Well, I think the biggest glaring that when you look at teams on paper and you see the assist to made basket scenario, Michigan,
yeah, huge.
It's unbelievable. 16 assists on 26 made baskets. The Auburn Tigers 3 assists and only 15 baskets.
Gale, the inbound, throws it out to the top. It comes on a bounce to Kaysen. Off the right wing against Murphy to the free throw line. Through the lane, left side. Passes on the wing for McKinney. McKinney with 3 threes. Missed that 3. Rebound comes to Keyshawn Hall for Auburn. 11:33 in the second. 77-49. Michigan with the lead. Auburn with the ball. Caden Magwood at the point for the Tigers. Magwood on the wing working against McKinney. Gets a screen to the free throw line. 17-footer in the air. Good by Caden Magwood.
Nice pick and roll that time. Keyshawn Murphy set a good screen, and Magwood floated wide open and buried the 2-point shot.
Drive by Johnson to the hole. He missed it. Rebound out of there, and it comes to Magwood for the Tigers. Down 26, Auburn ball, 11:02 in the second. Magwood off the left side. 77-51, Michigan with the lead. Magwood, a bounce pass at the top, knocked away. Hall retrieves it near midcourt. Shot clock at 12. Keyshawn to Murphy at the top. Murphy from 17 feet, didn't get it. And the rebound pulled in by Michigan. They have the numbers the other way. Gale all the way to the hole, banks it up and got it.
Just goes coast to coast with no resistance. The Tigers need to get in front of him. Did not do it. He just snaked his way down the floor all the way to the goal.
79-51 Michigan. Jovic on the wing, hands the ball to Overton. At the top, it's Magwood. Gets a screen from Murphy. Inside the arc, 17-footer by Caden. That one's short. And the rebound pulled in by McKinney the other way for Michigan. McKinney between the legs dribble, kicks it on the wing. Long 3 by Kaysen. Got it.
Everything's going good. That ball almost plugged in the corner of the backboard in the rim. Instead, it just rolled in the hole.
82-51. Biggest lead of the ball game for Michigan. 9:53 to go in the second half. Murphy at the top. Michigan with 12 threes tonight. Jovic forces his way underneath the basket, goes up for the shot, and he draws the foul. I think it will be Johnson called for the foul. Nope, it won't be Johnson.
The Michigan foul is number 42,
Cheddar whistled for the foul. It's his third, and Jovic is at the line to shoot 2 for Auburn. Freshman out of Bosnia-Herzegovina. Free throw in the air and miss. Nope, it's good. Excuse me. 9:43 to go in the second half. Murphy comes out for Auburn. So does Overton. Sebastian Williams-Adams and Simon Walker on the floor for the Tigers. .9:43 in the second. 82-52 Michigan. Jovic missed the second free throw. Auburn 12 of 22 from the free throw line tonight. Kaysen at the right wing, backs it up. Left-handed pass, back to Kaysen from Goodman. Kaysen for 3, didn't get that one. Run down, rebound by Cheddar. Right wing 3 ball, it is good by Roddy Gale. His threes, all 3 have come in the second half.
Well, I hate to bring it up again. It's how many times we've said second opportunities for the Michigan Wolverines tonight. It seems to, they've got a magnet in their hands on anything that's loose, they come up with it.
3 ball, Magwood for Auburn, good. They have outscored Auburn on second chance points tonight, has Michigan 18-2. And that's just part of the story. Gale on the wing, drives to the basket, goes up, he missed it. Rebound though, comes out of there for Auburn, it's Magwood. Tigers trail by 30. Magwood at the left wing, top of the circle, Sebastian Williams-Adams. 8:41 on the counting clock in the second half. Bounce pass, right wing, Keyshawn Hall. Hall working on Goodman, drives to the hole, goes up and missed it, but was fouled. And Keyshawn will go to the line to shoot a couple.
Good baseline move. Showed his quickness there, used his offhand going right, elevated up, the guy moved underneath him. He's got a chance to get him 2 here.
Second foul on Kaysen sends Auburn to the line. Keyshawn Hall on the night. 10 points and a couple rebounds for Keyshawn after a 16-6 night last night in the win against Oregon. Free throw by Hall is good.
I think he was the main preference for the Michigan Wolverines. They've covered him well. They've used it with multiple people today. They've kept fresh bodies on him.
Now this is the best team we've seen so far this year.
Certainly
it has played the best against Auburn.
Certainly have. They played sensational. It's just one of those days that the moon and the stars are aligned for the Michigan Wolverines today, that's for sure.
Hall knocks home both free throws, 85-57 Wolverines. Cadeau, right wing, Lindenborg for 3. He missed it. Weak side rebound though comes to Gale, goes up and he scores. And Auburn waits. The ball was knocked out of the basket. Auburn had to retrieve it. 87-57, Michigan with the lead. Magwood for the Tigers running the point. Hits Jovic at the top. A lot of youth out there for Auburn. 3 freshmen on the floor right now for the Tigers. Jovic drives around Goodman, goes up and missed it. Weak side rebound though. Hall back up and in with a foul.
I think Phillip thought he got fouled on his initial move, and I'm not sure he didn't, but Keyshawn Hall was there to get the offensive board.
With each Tigers three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Outlive, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. Auburn with 9 threes on the night, 4 of 5 in the second half. 7:55 to go in the second half, and Michigan leads Auburn 87-59. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regents.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner. Hey Auburn fans, if you're a nursing mother, wounded veteran, special needs family, or caring for an elderly loved one, Snazzy is here to support you. This season, snag free parking passes for select families at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Plus, Snazzy gives away a VIP package every home game. Nominate someone in these groups at snazzy.org. Everything Snazzy does is thanks to Carrier, the inventors of modern air conditioning. Head to snazzy.org now to learn more and apply. Snazzy, accessibility for all.
Defensive statistics are presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Auburn has been out-rebounded tonight, 37-24. Second chance points for Michigan, 20-4 on the night, thanks in some measure to the rebounding of the Wolverines.
Well, the fast break points is just as bad, 25-3. They have really, for their size and their length, and believe me, they've got great size, tremendous length on the front line, but they can race down that floor, and they were spot on in their three-point shooting. They opened it up because they controlled the paint, made Auburn collapse, and then kicked it out for the open threes.
Three-point play the old-fashioned way for Hall. Got the bucket before the timeout, nailed the free throw after. That trims the lead to 27 points for Michigan. 7:47 in the second half. Right wing, Cadeau. At the top, Lindenborg to Cadeau. Into the key down the lane. Underneath pass, Mara up, no foul. Here's Auburn the other way. Hall races forward to the hole, put it up. That was blocked. Rebounded by Jovic, who puts it in.
Phillip made two good plays. He made the block on one end and the finish on the other. Really gives you lots of effort, really plays hard every possession.
87-62 Michigan. Mara against Jovic, who gives up about 6 inches. Mara out to the top for Lindenborg. On the left wing, further down the left wing, a pass for Gale. Gale, step back three ball. Missed it short. Rebound, Mara put it in. He just used his length that time. His first bucket of the night.
That's hard to describe right there. He didn't even jump. He just reached.
Behind the back dribble in the lane. Head fake goes up, blocked by Mara. And here's Gale the other way. Spins down the lane. Lost the ball, out of bounds, and a foul called against Auburn. Thought Auburn's going to get the ball back there, but I think Hall will get called for the foul. Two fouls on Hall, and Gale will be at the line for Michigan to shoot a one and bonus.
He's really played well today. He's 3 for 6 from the three-point line. He's got added 6 rebounds. He's had a good day.
Free throw is good for Gale. He has come off the bench, has Roddy Gale, for 16 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple of assists.
Yeah, we've been outscored bench points-wise about 40-15.
And the second free throw is good by Gale. Auburn will go to its bench. Keyshawn Murphy and Elijah Freeman will come in. Well, they were coming in. They'll go back to the bench.
If they're going to ride it out, I think he's going to try to save those legs if he can this last 6 minutes.
Michigan to its bench. Winters Grady, a freshman out of Oregon, is into the lineup. Now Murphy and Freeman will come in for Auburn at the next break. Magwood working on the right wing, a bounce pass for Hall at the top. It's Jovic. Left wing for Walker. Simon, top of the circle, Magwood. Free throw line now. Inside the arc. 15-footer in the air, it's short. And Mara gets the rebound for Michigan. Outlet to Cadeau. Across midcourt quickly for the Wolverines. Drives down the right side of the lane, hangs in a reverse layup that he missed. And the rebound the other way to Magwood on the break. They get back nicely. Backdoor pass. Shot is up by Sebastian Williams-Adams, and he's fouled by Mara. That'll be the fourth foul on Mara, I think. It's either Mara or Shetter that'll get called for the foul.
I think Mara got him on the arm. It was a good fast break that time. One of the few that we've had today, but Magwood did a really good job attacking inside the three-point line and hitting the cutting sway right to the basket.
Free throw is missed by Sebastian. Auburn now 15 of 26 from the line tonight. Hall comes out, so does Jovic, as Freeman and Murphy return to the Auburn lineup. 91-62 Michigan. Second free throw by Sebastian, missed them both. Rebound Freeman. And he lost the ball, and it comes to Cheddar. Up the floor, Cadeau. Outside the arc, right side. Cadeau with a left-hand dribble, top of the key. Kicks it off the right wing. Drive down the lane, kicks it into the corner. Cheddar for three, short. Rebound Murphy. Foul on the play against Sebastian Williams-Adams underneath.
Sebastian just cannot understand that. He's so outsized, 6'8" against 7'3". He's fighting really hard to try to box that guy out.
And he is done for the night. That's his fifth foul. He leaves with 1.2 rebounds. And Jovic is back into the lineup for the Tigers. And Ade Mara is at the line to shoot. A one in bonus for Michigan. First free throw by Mara is missed. And the rebound pulled in for the Tigers by Caden Magwood. Up the floor across midcourt, top of the circle. Steps back outside the arc at the top, almost and into the center circle. As he works on Winters Grady. Cheddar switches off. They get the ball to Jovic down the lane. Phillip, whistle and a foul against Michigan. We'll send Phillip Jovic to the line to shoot a couple as Cheddar picked up his fourth foul.
Phillip made a good decision that time. He dribbled hard. He got into traffic inside the paint, tried to pick it up to pass it back out of bounds, and they end up drawing the foul.
Jovic, a one in bonus for the Tigers. First free throw is good. 9 points on the night for Phillip Jovic. 91-63 Michigan, 5:21 to go in this one. Second free throw, and he missed the second one. It's been that kind of night for Auburn, friends.
It sure has. It's
drive by Burnett to the other end. He goes up and scores.
Been tough sledding. And
yeah.
Just
5:06 in the second. Michigan 93, Auburn 63. Magwood between the circles, gets a screen. Bounce pass to Jovic. Right back to Magwood, shot clock at 14. Right wing, long, three, Simon Walker, in and out. Rebound, low post, Jovic in a quadruple team, and he was fouled.
Boy, he went up in the middle of the trees that time and pulled that rebound down. He just could not get it to go back up and end up drawing a foul. He's got another opportunity at the free throw line.
And this is a double bonus. The foul on Grady is the 10th of the night in the second half, that is, for Michigan. Jovic at the line to shoot two. Phillip, 9 points and 3 rebounds. First free throw, short. McKinney is into the lineup. So is Goodman for Michigan as Mara sits down and Burnett. Jovic missed both. Rebounded by Goodman, Michigan ball. Kaysen across midcourt for the Wolverines. Left wing for McKinney. Now between the circles, left wing for Goodman outside the arc. Goes baseline, cut off there. To the wing for Mara, inside the arc now. Mara against Jovic. Up with the right hand and scores.
Just a big size factor there. Mara just spun right to the basket.
Murphy against Mara, underneath, gets the ball to Jovic, head fake, bump, goes up, block, got it back, Jovic back up and a foul.
He continues to battle.
Yeah, good effort.
You got to give him a gold star for just his effort today, because he has just fought really hard on both ends, and he's young player getting used to the American game. His effort is there. He's just having a hard time with that size.
Foul was against Goodman. Double bonus free throws for Jovic, who's 3 of 9 tonight from the free throw line. He knocks home the first one. And Malik Cordell, a 7'2" freshman out of Oberhausen, Germany, comes in replacing Mara. They go from 7'3" to 7'2".
Woo! Not much difference in that.
No, 1 inch.
Maybe a little length on Mara may have the length on him, but
Jovic knocks home both free throws.
And they're well put together. It's not like they're thin and frail. They've got some size and width to their game.
30-point lead for Michigan, 4:08 in the second half of play. Cadeau, left wing, McKinney to Cadeau, right side, or rather Kaysen, into the corner. Goodman for 3, didn't get it. Rebound Murphy underneath for Auburn. Up the left side for Caden Magwood. Magwood drives down the lane to the hole, goes up, it was blocked. And here's Michigan the other way. The 7'2", got that block. Right wing 3 ball, no. Weak side rebound. On the weak side, it's Kaysen. To the corner for Goodman, to the hole, jams it. Michigan having some fun at Auburn's expense tonight.
That's for sure. He took that ball, slammed it home against the Tigers.
3:18 and counting to go in this one, 97-65. On the wing left side, Freeman, Elijah hands it to Jovic. Now right back to Magwood, 18 to shoot for Auburn. We approach the 3-minute mark of the second half. All Michigan up 97-65. 3 ball, Murphy no. And the rebound, McKinney for Michigan the other way. Left wing for Kaysen. Kaysen on the wing against Freeman. To the right wing for McKinney. McKinney drives on Jovic. Down to the baseline where he's cut off. Into the corner, 3 ball. Goodman, good. Rather Grady for 3. And that gives 100 points for Michigan. 100-65. Well, we haven't seen this in a long, long time.
No, they just get the rolling downhill. It's just hard to stop with a game like this.
14 threes tonight for Michigan. 100-65 Wolverines. 2:13 and counting. Drive to the hole, Magwood goes up, he missed it. And here is Kaysen the other way for the Wolverines. All the way to the bucket, ball deflected out of his hand, off of Kaysen, and Auburn will get it. And we get a timeout. 2:03 in the second half. Michigan 100, Auburn 65. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Sunday, November 30th for what is the only home game for nearly a month. The Tigers host the Oregon Ducks at 2 p.m. Central. Tickets are available at aubtix.com. It is your last chance to see Coach Vickers and the Tigers at home until December 18th. Make your plans now to see Auburn take on Oregon in Neville Arena, Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
Brad Law, Auburn Sports Network Studios, checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. At the half in California, Ole Miss and Iowa are tied at 31 as they go to the break. Finals tonight, Texas A&M clobbered Mississippi Valley State 120-84. Aggies are 5-2. Missouri is 7-0. The Tigers took down South Carolina State in Columbia tonight 98-66. Let's get you back out now to Las Vegas. Voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
We know Auburn will play tomorrow in its third game of the Players Era Tournament, Players Era Championship. Who Auburn plays, when Auburn plays tomorrow, we don't know. At this point, stay tuned to X, Auburn Sports Network, also to auburntigers.com. As soon as we know, we'll pass it along, and we'll have that game for you tomorrow here at Michelob Ultra Arena. On the floor for Auburn right now, Simon Walker, Caden Magwood, Philip Jovich, Emeka Opurum, and Elijah Freeman, the Auburn 5. Tigers trail 100-65 to Michigan with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Magwood across midcourt for the Tigers on the left-hand dribble. Gets a screen from Opurum, and then another inside the arc, up from about 15 for Caden. It didn't fall. And the rebound pulled in by Cordell. McKinney for Michigan the other way. They lead Auburn 100-65. Down the left side of the lane, McKinney into the corner and out of bounds, intended for Charlie May. He's the son of the head coach, Dusty May. And that'll bring Blake Michalek into the lineup for Auburn. He replaces Freeman. Michalek Jr. out of Dallas, Texas. Magwood getting a ton of playing time in the second half. Auburn resting to Hot Pettiford at the point for the game tomorrow. Left wing three ball by Magwood. It's a three that's no good. Rebound, Jovich goes up and he scores.
Just still in there scrapping, really retrieved that basketball off the offensive glass and stuck it back in.
13-point night for Jovich to go with 5 rebounds. Left corner. Three ball in the air from Grady. Didn't get it. Weak side rebound, though, pulled in by McKinney. To the wing for May for 3. Nope, air ball. Rebound underneath. 7-footer missed the shot. Auburn then knocked the rebound off of the face of Simon Walker and out of bounds. Opurum blocked Cordell, but off after the block was trying to deflect it, and it hit it off of the Auburn player out of bounds.
It's kind of just very typical of what has taken place since the tip.
56.6 seconds to go in this one. Inbound Cordell goes down and walked. He didn't quite handle the pass and then fell down with the basketball, and it's a walk. Turnovers. This is surprising on a night like this. 9 turnovers for Michigan, only 8 for Auburn. That just hasn't been the problem.
It's just been missed shots and execution by Oregon. By the Michigan Wolverines.
3 balls straight away. Didn't get it. Walker tapped up, missed. Rebound, Michalek with the put-in basket for the Tigers. 100-69. Half minute to go in this one. McKinney working, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Simon Walker. And it will send McKinney to the free throw line. 27.3 seconds remaining in this one. McKinney at the line for a 1 in bonus for Michigan. McKinney with 3 threes in that first half when Michigan really took control of this game. And friends, they've never let up.
Well, they've shared the wealth. They've
Abdul Bashir will come in for Auburn, replacing Jovich. One of the bright spots tonight for Auburn, Jovich, 13.6 rebounds for the freshman out of Bosnia-Herzegovina. Good effort tonight, certainly,
sure has,
by Jovich. And McKinney's free throw is good.
Yeah, Phillips' effort was there. Really tries hard. He's got a lot of try in him. He's going to be a really good player. The more trips he makes up and down this floor, the better he's going to get.
Magwood, a screen from Moporum, pops a three. It's good. Second three of the night for Caden Magwood. With 14 seconds to go in this one, Michigan will be 2-0 heading into play tomorrow. Could be playing for a championship tomorrow here in Las Vegas. Final 4 seconds to go in this one. Michigan beats Auburn by a score of 102-72. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing,